So why do I emphasize so much on fitness and exercise when I talk about CPTSD? Well, that is because if you think about it, having good health is really everything. If I were to ask you, would you prefer to be a king bedridden? You can't get out of bed, and basically others around you are doing at this point everything for you. You don't enjoy life, you don't enjoy your fortune, you don't enjoy your grandchildren or great grandchildren because you can't even get out of bed. You might recognize them, but you can't get to do anything fun with them because you are bedridden. But you're a king versus you're being a hunter, okay? Somebody with great health, great energy levels, great muscles, great strength. But you're a hunter. Which one would you prefer to be? And depending on how you answer that, that will tell you a lot about you. But when you have good health, pretty much there's only one thing that matters, and that is time. Everything is relative to time. Time is a privilege that not too many get to have. And if you are very young, or if you're young, time is ticking. If you're old, you are running out of time, aren't you? So whatever project, whatever plan you have, if you're old, you need to put it into action right away. It's good to plan and to have a program, something written out. It's all good, but you have to get working on it. Whatever project, whatever plan it is. If you are very young still, time is ticking. And time is the one thing that you can never get back. Even good health, you can get back a little bit. If you had a poor diet for most of your life, if you didn't exercise for most of your life, but now all of a sudden you had this revelation and you begin to eat well, you lose weight, you begin to get physical and energized, you're sort of making up a little bit for your lack thereof when you were younger. But when it comes to time, it's a one-time shot. It's gone. Time is ticking. So that's why CPTSD is so directly related to the concept of having good health through physical fitness and good nutrition and a healthy lifestyle. The more strong you are physically, the more strong your mind will be. For the most times in our life, you will hear experts and medical doctors and scientists say, well, you start with the brain, and the brain will condition your body. I would like to think that I like to take it backwards. You start with your body. You get your body in great physical shape, and your mind will follow. So if you have tried training your mind to train your body to be healthy and you have not been successful, you have not gotten anywhere with it, why don't you try the reverse? Why don't you try starting a program as soon as tomorrow? Today, you can write it down exactly what you're going to be doing tomorrow. Just list it, 1, 2, 3, after you wake up, you're going to take a quick shower, you're going to wear your tennis shoes, and you're going to wear something comfortable, and you're going to either hit the gym or you're deciding to work out around the home. But either way, you should write something down so that tomorrow, when you wake up, you will know exactly what to do. I cannot stress enough for you the importance of working out and conditioning your heart, having a healthy body. I just cannot stress it enough. And I can tell you 100 times in my videos, I can talk about it in my books, I can go on about fitness, but if your heart is not in it, you're just not going to get better. I tried for a long time to get my elderly parents to work out, to lose weight, to eat well, to have healthier patterns. But you really cannot force people to be healthy. At some point, you have to drop it and you have to allow others to do what they wish to do or not wish to do. And if it is their interest to eat fried foods or eat things that are not healthy or eat throughout the entire day or not work out, not move their joints much, just park themselves in front of a TV set, then at some point you have to sort of let it go. It doesn't mean you're giving up on those people. It just means that you cannot force others to follow a healthy ritual. You just cannot do it. But I can promise you that if you are suffering with symptoms of complex PTSD, I promise you, I guarantee it, that if you start with a healthy exercise routine and you begin to eat better and you try your very best to sleep at least 8 hours a night and you refrain from smoking, drinking alcohol, and you live a healthy, clean lifestyle, I promise you, CPTSD sufferers, I promise you, if nothing else, you will feel better. And eventually you will cure those symptoms. I promise you. But you have to be persistent and consistent. I cannot stress the importance of fitness and working out. And one more thing which sometimes I fail to mention in my videos, not on purpose, but because I sort of assume that it's a well-known fact, but it's actually the most important thing. Have faith in a higher being. And I am talking about God. Somebody created you. Everything you see around you is not an accident. Somebody with unlimited powers created the beauty that you see around you. When you look at a peacock and you see those perfect feathers, or if you look even at your dog's fur, if he or she has a fur design, such as my Dexter, I have a Shevsky, and if you look at him, he has the most symmetric design embedded in his fur. If I were I am an artist, but if I were to paint on fur, I couldn't get it as symmetric, beautiful, and perfect as someone got it on my Dexter's fur. And that was no accident. The same thing for the beauty that you see in the sky, in the waters. Those things are no accident. Somebody created them. And so when you have faith and you believe in God, you pray and God is a part of your daily life. And you pray and you have a direct conversation with God. If you are a churchgoer, more power to you. That's your personal decision. That's perfectly fine with you. If it is fine with you, it's fine with me when it comes to that. But have faith and pray. That is the one thing that I don't mention in my videos, and I don't see too many people mentioning on videos for those people who suffer with PTSD. But basically, without God, you cannot do anything. And if I could emphasize one more thing, would be create at home a very peaceful, a very, very peaceful, perfect oasis. And yes, you can create a perfect place for you in your own home. Sometimes it takes to have conversations. Sometimes you need to take breaks from people, but it works. Everybody has to be on board. If everybody in your home, those who share the most intimate space with you, if they're all on board, it'll work out, and it'll work out beautifully. So if you're still struggling with symptoms of PTSD, whether they be complex or because you were in the military and came back with PTSD, or because you unfortunately witnessed a traumatic event such as the loss of a loved one in a car accident or a plane crash, then first of all, my heart goes out to you. But try the things that I'm mentioning. Start with shaping your body. Your mind will follow. Sleep well. Refrain from drugs, alcohol. If you can, refrain from taking medication unless you really have to save your life. My goodness, have those conversations with medical doctors. And just create an oasis in your home. Talk to the people with whom you share that intimate space. It is very important. So, one more thing. Everything you read, everything you watch will have an effect on your mood and on your nervous system. Remember, your brain is processing the information that is going through your eyes and your ears. So make sure that you really monitor what you're watching. It does not behoove you to watch the news, to watch true crimes, documentaries, or any violence on TV or read about them. If you do all of these things day in, day out, I promise you that eventually those CPTSD symptoms will disappear and will be a part of your past. Do not fall for the old. You are stuck in the past if you keep talking about your trauma. That is one way to keep you quiet and to keep you from talking and giving up names and assigning accountability to whom accountability should go. So be very careful and do not ever fall for that. You're stuck in the past. Not so. Talking about it, writing about it, having conversations about it, being open about it actually can be exceedingly therapeutic. And the day that you do not bat an eye when you talk about your traumatic past, and you can actually have those conversations in the open around the people around you, it means that you're not affected by that trauma any longer, at least not the way it affected you adversely before. So do not ever fall for that statement. When people make that statement, they do not know of what they speak. If they have never walked in your shoes, they are really advising out of ignorance, not out of knowledge. Do what's best for you Keep working hard, keep working out, sleep well, stay away from social media, do not watch violence, go to bed early, do not drink too much alcohol. I love to have a little wine, maybe a beer once in a while, that's all good and fine, but I'm not a drinker. I'm not a regular drinker. I'm more of a maybe social drinker, not even that. But also refrain from, if you can, taking medication. That's between you and your doctor. But medications are not the answers to everything, including CPTSD. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I enjoyed speaking with you today about this. And if you would like to send me an email, I have a Facebook account, I have an Instagram account, I am also on Amazon. You can send me an email, but you can also reach me through Instagram, Facebook, or you can catch one of my many books. I have an upcoming one. It is actually a collaboration with my husband. We are going to be putting out a book for people who are 57 to 63 and older, and the benefits of working out regularly. So I hope you can read it or you buy it. And as I said before, the world is a better place because you are in it.